engaged? Since y'all just got engaged, what's y'all's fetish? I'm really, really into Asian women despite what I'm marrying.
Bruh.
I'm literally a white woman. I don't know what to say about that.
One thing that will forever baffle me is how a man will get in front of a podcast mic or be interviewed on a random street corner, and all of a sudden he acts as if he's giving a confession to a priest. We all could have gone our entire lives not knowing that, but especially his fiancée, who clearly looks like she was blindsided and shocked. Now you've planted a seed in her mind that you settled for her and that she's not your type. The look on her face when she said, "But I'm a white woman." Essentially saying, if that's what you prefer, then what am I doing here? And why do I have the ring? Then he playfully covers her ears like she didn't just hear what she heard. And it's like, no, cake's been baked, babe. You've already planted those seeds of doubt and you can't undo it. You can't unring the bell. He wasn't open and honest with her about how he felt about Asian women because he didn't want her to know his real type. Microphone or not, when another guy is there and he's asking them the right questions, they're going to act like it's just the two of them in a locker room, despite you standing right there. Some men wait until they get in front of a microphone and start confessing everything. We've seen men say they've already met the love of their life, but because she's unavailable, they're going to waste time with other women in the meantime. We've seen married men laugh about not loving their wives. We've seen married men say they'd rather cheat on their wife than snitch on their homies. And this is why the whole premise of she should have chosen better, she should pick better, makes no sense, because oftentimes they don't tell women the truth. They'll tell their homeboy, they'll tell a random on the street corner, they'll tell a man on a podcast, they'll tell everybody but her how they feel about her.
I remember saying to my wife, I love women. I love women. She looked at me like, what do you mean? I said, babe, I'm attracted to women. Now, of course, you are my woman. But I would be very naive to tell myself, oh, because I'm married, cheating is below. No, it's not. This is why you're seeing big men of God falling, because they've almost became naive. I remember I heard someone say, there are certain men of God who reach a certain level that they can no longer cheat. I said, what do you mean by that? It's that kind of naivety that has people lost. And I said that's obviously the initial statement I said to my wife was shocking, but then I explained it. And she was like, oh no, I understand. So we have some blunt, honest, transparent conversations you wouldn't believe. My wife knows everything. I don't care. I don't care. Because if I was to lose her, I wouldn't care. You know, my life things wouldn't matter. I need her to know everything. There's no barrier. There's no secrets. Here, take it. Have everything. But yeah, I'm here, man. I'm here.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I remember telling her at Waterloo Station, I said, baby, your breath stinks. And that was one of the most amazing things that ever happened in our relationship that became a marriage. Because she was offended. She was very offended. And I said, listen, as your husband to be, if I can't tell you your breath stinks, then who can?
Facts.
Who can? And for those who know the marriage that myself and my wife have, there is no barrier. There is no barrier. I remember one time telling my wife, this is another thing, and then I'll leave it here. So this is the person who has been embarrassed, is distressed. What do you say? Babe, you're beautiful. Sorry. You're
Guys, there's actually a reason why J. Cole said, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Because genuinely, there's me who loves to yap. There's no think piece. There's no think piece because there's nothing to think and say. This is the spirit of pick-meism, where being picked is enough. Everyone take your lessons from it. Use socials as a great study on the human behavior. Use it as a anthropological study and discovery. Take what you need and keep pushing. Because she's enjoying. She's happy. She's embarrassed. It's fine. And we're happy for you, babe. Like, where else can we go from here? Absolutely nowhere. Leave them where they are. And this is the lesson of the day. Mwah.
To help you fulfill God's call on your life.
I commit to fulfill you with God's...
I'll say it again. I commit to help you fulfill God's call on your life.
I commit to fulfill you with God's...
Okay. Then breathe. It's okay. I'll say...
After I've embarrassed you today, is this good enough for you? Is it?
It's okay.
It's okay.
You're slowly starting to make up for it.
But to be fair, actually, no, wait, let me ask them a question. Sorry.
This Nissy T situation, let me tell you something. First of all, I've never really paid attention to Nissy T, but I've always heard of her. I've always heard of her, and it was just, I don't know her content too tough, right? But, I mean, both of these people are Congolese people, so that's my community, you already know. So I have to put my 2 cents into it. But, watching the clip from Nissy T's wedding, and seeing who was ordaining her marriage to that man, so I'm guessing the person that ordained the marriage also did the counseling. Seeing is those two pastors, I don't know what they're called, but they're twins. Both of them are toxic. I said what I said. And they have a cult following, okay? Because one of them said he's not even attracted to women, yet he has a wife. You do with that what you want to do. Because I'm still shocked by that. The fact that a man who's not attracted to women is married to a woman and has children with her. That's another story for another day. Another story. But anyways, I don't know which one it is. Whether it's the one that's... or it's the other one. Both of them toxic. But to see that that's the person who ordained their marriage, I already know. I already know. Cut loose. I'm starting to believe that some people's marriages are a humiliation ritual. You don't even understand that you are partaking in your own humiliation ritual and you think this is marriage. Because the Bible clearly says marriage, love is kind, love is gentle. What part of telling the world that you told your wife that her breath stink is love is kind, love is gentle, love is long-suffering? Which part of that scripture are you actually living out? And when you guys get married and you become one, as the Bible says, right? You embarrassing your wife is you embarrassing yourself. Your wife's embarrassment is your embarrassment. Your wife's failure are also your failures because you are one. So I don't understand how some of these so-called Christians will come out here and be Bible thumping with the biggest Bible that they've got, but they don't read that Bible and they sure don't interpret it properly, because you can't tell me you and your wife are big time Bible thumpers that you say you are, and then this is how you speak of your wife in public. I can only imagine the kind of things you say to her at home in anger or in frustration, because to me, this is a clear sign of verbal abuse. And verbal abuse leads to, and I'm going to tell you right now, as a Congolese person, DV in the Congolese community is crazy. We don't even acknowledge it. That's how bad it is. To me, this is not an example of a Christian marriage, first of all. And just looking at the pride that man has, I know when you are reading that Bible, that's if you read that Bible, the words in those scriptures between those pages are not sinking into your head, because your behavior is crass. And then you didn't even try to double down. You didn't even say, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to embarrass my wife. It was supposed to be a joke. It landed kind of flat. I didn't mean it like that. You still, with your chest, with your big chest, and your chest is very, very big. You still with your big chest, look, I'm spending money on her. And typical Congolese behavior as well. Let me tell you that, a Congolese man would cheat on you and then act like, oh, but I bought you a Gucci belt, so what do you want? I bought you an LV bag, what do you want? I paid the rent, what do you want? That's typical behavior in a lot of our community, and we don't like to admit it. That's typical behavior. A Congolese guy will treat you badly, dash money on you, and act like, oh, you are still crying. Why? Typical behavior. That arrogance. That, so what? Like, yeah, if my wife leaves me, I you know what I mean? I'm cool. I beg, bruv. Let's calm down. Yeah?
The internet's making sermons about Nissy being embarrassed. She's here spending my money buying makeup. Make sure you're happy in the real life. In real life. So, babe, come. So, listen, guys, I know it's not Louis. It should be probably Prada or whatever.
Okay.
But, after I've embarrassed you today, is this good enough for you? Is it?
It's okay.
It's okay.
You're slowly starting to make up for it.
But to be fair, actually, no, wait, let me ask them a question. Sorry,
Okay.
XV123. Is this okay? Is that good enough?
Yeah, you've got to make sure that you satisfy them.
Yeah, I care more about what social media has to say rather than my wife.
It's
you know
okay.
what I mean?
It's alright. But all I'm gonna say is that this is only a little bit. You need to buy more.
I need to buy more because of the embarrassment.
Yeah, absolutely. You embarrass me. Actually.
So this is the person who has been embarrassed, is distressed. What do they say? Kangamu tema.
Good. My skin looks.
Babe, you're beautiful.
Sorry.
I remember saying to my wife, I love women. I love women. She looked at me like, what do you mean? I said, babe, I'm attracted to women. Now, of course, you are my woman. But I would be very naive to tell myself, oh, because I'm married, cheating is below. No, it's not. This is why you're seeing big men of God falling, because they've almost became naive. I remember I heard someone say there are certain men of God who reach a certain level that they can no longer cheat. I said, what do you mean by that? It's that kind of naivety that has people lost. And I said that's obviously the initial statement I said to my wife was shocking, but then I explained it. And she was like, oh no, I understand. So we have some blunt, honest, transparent conversations you wouldn't believe. My wife knows everything. I don't care. I don't care. Because if I was to lose her, I wouldn't care. My life things wouldn't matter. I need her to know everything. There's no barrier. There's no secrets. Here, take it. Have everything. But yeah, I'm here, man. I'm here.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I remember telling her at Waterloo Station, I said, babe, your breath stinks. And that was one of the most amazing things that ever happened in our relationship that became a marriage. Because she was offended. She was very offended. And I said, listen, as your husband to be, if I can't tell you your breath stinks, then who can?
Facts.
Who can?
Yeah.
And for those who know the marriage that myself and my wife have, there is no barrier. There is no barrier. I remember one time telling my wife, this is another thing, and then I'll leave it here.
I'm just going to tell you right now, yeah, when you enter into a relationship, you just need to close your mouth. You need to ferme la bouche. Like, I can't stress this enough. You just need to close your mouth. Because you have to realize that social media does not understand how you and your partner communicate. And when you're bringing stories that happen in your relationship and you're bringing it onto the internet, it leaves everyone to interpret it the way they want to interpret it. And trust me, that is not good because it can always go so left. Because if you start bringing personal conversations onto the internet, everyone's just going to break it down with their own knowledge and understanding. And when they break it down with their own knowledge and understanding, you cannot dictate how they should interpret what you have just said. Because some of you need to understand that it's not everything that happens in your relationship that you share. It's not every intimate moment that you bring to social media. It's not every story that you tell. It's not every personal conversation that you tell to people. Because it can go so left for you. Like, all you need to do is just shut up and live your blissful life, or what you deem to be a blissful life with your partner. Because some of you, everybody would think that you're in a good relationship and you just come and just open your mouth, wow, and you just spit out rubbish, and then people will now realize that it's foolishness that you guys are even doing in that place.
Sure, by now most of you guys have seen the video of the guy saying that he told his wife, I love women. He said about cheating. He said if he was to lose his wife, he wouldn't care because he just wants her to know everything. He also said, obviously, he told her at Waterloo that her breath stinks. Okay, I'm not here to really talk about that video per se because the video talks within itself, right? I don't know the details of their marriage. But what I need people to be careful is there's like this branch of Christian guys. And I put Christian guys in quotation because this is their characteristics. They're very outspoken. They know the Bible like no man's business. You cannot argue when it comes to scripture, right? They almost come like, oh, I'm human, I'm flawed, but I'm working on myself. I need to tell you everything. You need to know everything. This, that. I'm not gonna hide anything. I am who I am, right? But I'm an image of God, whatever. What these guys do, yeah, and if you're not clued up, they present themselves as the perfect, flawed Christian person you will find, and you will in your head be thinking, oh yeah, no, he's right, the men of God were flawed, the men of God, they did need repentance, they weren't perfect, but God chose them, and then in your head, yeah, you are accepting so much stupidness. You're accepting a guy telling you, I'm going to cheat on you. If a guy tells you, a guy told me, a Christian guy, he called quote the Bible like mad. He said, one of my biggest problems is infidelity. I'm working on it, Christ, and through Christ, blah, blah, can you come. The problem is, yeah, they almost weaponize the Bible. Do you know what I mean? They almost say like, oh, well, I'm working on it. I'm not a perfect human being. So it's like they warn you ahead of time. Listen, this is what I'm going to do, right? I've told you I'm not perfect. The men of God were not perfect. And I also feel like to love someone, to truly love someone, is to know what kind of information you tell them. A lot of these guys, yeah, and these are the worst type of guys, they feel like I need to tell you everything. But I feel like to love someone is to care and to care about their feelings. These guys feel like they just need to say anything and everything. And it's not because it's coming from a place of care. It's almost like a form of control, of a form of manipulation. They feel like, oh, I'm so honest, I'm so real, I'm going to tell you everything. The Bible talks about telling the truth and all of that. But to truly love someone is to know that there's certain information that if it is shared, like this, for example, this interview, even if he told the wife that her breast stinks, does the internet need to know? Does the internet need to know? But let's keep it real. You can say, yeah, there's flaws in marriage or what really, but does the internet need to know? But in his head, it's like, I don't know, man. But anyways, be careful of those kind of guys.
A lot of you don't like your partners, and I don't know who forced you to go into marriage. Who put a gun to your head and said, go and marry? Because if you actually like your partner, you will not do it and say the rubbish that you do. The things that I hear and the things that I see is exactly why I just keep my love life in God's hands. I don't rush it. I take my time with it because I be seeing and hearing tomfoolery. Who sent you to go and marry? If you want to do bachelorette, say, go and do it in peace. Nobody sent you. Nobody forced you. Hey, change your style. It's not good. Do people go and disgrace your partner online? Change your style. Change your style. It's, like, you will never eat doing that. It will never eat. It will never slap. You will never look good. Oh, gosh, Jesus, you got me speaking in tongue. What's going on? But please, I beg you, who dig this pig gon' fall inside?
I don't know why people that are in marriages, some, maybe not all, are exposing their private life. You are basically admitting to cheating, admitting that you don't care if your wife leaves you, admitting that because you're a man of God, basically there's a chance that you will slip up, and putting your dick in someone's pussy ain't a slip up. That is intentional, like regardless of what situation it is. You intentionally cheating on your wife and you're trying to justify it under religion or trying to say it's a mistake, whatever the case is. We didn't need to hear that. That was so embarrassing. And it's like, it's not even embarrassing for her. I feel like when people get cheated on, they shame the woman, not the man. We need to bring it back to the man. It's shameful for him to think that he is comfortable just saying this in front of people. Even to the point where he's mentioned, oh yeah, I don't know if this was when they were married or whatever and stuff. He said that basically she was chatting at the station. He starts saying, oh, your breast stings. I think there's ways of actually approaching certain situations. You can banter people like, oh, your breast stings, shut up. But you can literally just say, oh, babe, your mouth is smelling, whatever else. Do you want some gum? Or something like that. But you're just saying, oh, your mouth stinks, bro. It's just like, I hate it. Don't want to subscribe to that. Don't know why it came up on the For You page. And also, why are you even on a Zoom talking about this stuff as well when you could literally just tell your friends? If your partner is okay with you cheating, listen, it's shameful, but if that's what they want to sign up to, because he's saying, oh, he'd rather be honest than anything else, but what are you honest about? You're telling us that you're cheating. No one asked for that information. You're telling us. If you and your partner are aware that, okay, as long as he comes home to me at night type of vibe, tell nobody but yourself.
Have you lost the plot? It's coming to the point of my life. This whole Missy T and Ben situation is just crazy. Husband and wife. In this generation, bro, we can't even get to that. But you had to ruin it all. Why are you saying that your wife's breath stinks in public? Social media. Listen, there's nothing wrong with being honest with your significant other, but using that same honesty that you're telling your significant other and putting it out in public, Kai, we're never gonna make it. Even worse, he was saying that if I lose her, I don't care. What do you mean by that? What do you mean? That's your flipping wife, mate. You shambolic donkey. Always said it. Keep your relationship and your marriage private, because they will use it against you. Women always say it. Men will do anything to embarrass you. Do you hear your wife? Do you need guidance? Instead of black couples giving us guidance on how to get through healthy relationships, just tearing it down. Just tearing your own down.
My husband, our son, and I were just in the living room, and I was explaining to my husband our son's school schedule, and literally in the middle of me talking, my husband just walks away. My son looks at me and he whispers, "Mom, he hates you." Ooh. And you know what? My son is 100% correct.
Let this video serve as a cautionary tale for all of you out there who are being mistreated, where you are being talked down to, where you are being ignored, like this woman's husband just got up and walked away, like what she was saying wasn't important. That staying together for the children doesn't help them either. They grow up to see cold and distant relationships, and that's normalized for them. Now, of course, it's not in all cases. Sometimes they do the exact opposite, and they become empathetic and kind to women. And sometimes they're a chip off the old block, and they end up just like their father. And they end up in relationships that mirror yours, where they're the cold and distant husband. Sometimes the best thing you could do for your child is make sure they're in a loving and happy home with amazing examples of what a healthy, happy relationship looks like. Either your son picked up on your husband's energy all on his own, or he witnessed conversations that confirmed exactly what he said. I think a lot of children of divorce would say as adults that they would much rather their parents have broken up and been happy than them forcing this loveless marriage for their sake. These are the same men that go on to say that it came out of nowhere and that they were blindsided and that they're shocked that you left them and they're going to act like they're the victim. Meanwhile, he's present, but he's already gone.
Some men literally hate their girlfriends. I was just having breakfast and I saw this couple walk by and the girl asked her boyfriend, like, "Hey, remember that one place, da-da-da?" She's looking at him. He completely ignores her. Doesn't answer the question at all and just ignores her as if no one said anything. So she repeats herself and she's like, "Hey, do you remember that?" Like asking like a normal person, and he completely ignores her again. And just completely acts like no one else is there. So I'm like, this is the most awkward thing I've ever seen. And I just want to make this video in case there's a girl who sees it and realizes that those small bids for connection are so important and they add up. And if someone is continually ignoring those small bids and not meeting you and not taking that connection, they fucking hate you. They resent you. They don't want to be with you.
Please stop dating and marrying people who don't like you.
I can't control, the way that my husband's acting. Maybe he's getting on my nerves, so I can't control him. I can at least control this one thing.
My wife knows everything. I don't care. I don't care. Because if I was to lose her, I wouldn't care.
I can't imagine being on this earth without you behind the camera. And then I start crying because...
So I can't stay alive and enjoy my life?
No.
I have to die?
And you can never ever have anybody outside of me, no?
I can't.
No.
But I would be very naive to tell myself, oh, because I'm married, I've, cheating is below. No, it's not.
I always didn't see conflict being resolved in the best way. So my immediate response was to just shut off.
I remember telling her at Waterloo Station, I said, "Baby, your breath stinks." And that was one of the most amazing things that ever happened in our relationship that became a marriage.
Okay, so today I'm crying. It's always because of my husband. Oh, guys, I pray you guys find love like this. I pray you guys... Why are you crying?
Do you remember that time in Waterloo Station when I told you that your breath stinks?
Yeah.
Nothing has changed since then.
Link in bio to purchase my book, Don't Date a Disaster, A Guide to Avoiding Mr. Wrong. Ebook is currently free, by the way. So you don't end up marrying a husband that's going to humiliate you on the internet like this.
Nice.
Don't you dare.
Okay, why are you crying today?
Oh my God.
Go on.
Because I'm pregnant.
Okay, yeah, but why are you crying? Tell people why you're crying.
You're embarrassing.
Tell people why you're crying now.
Do you know why I'm crying?
Hey, don't wipe your eye. I said don't wipe your eye. Cry. Put that towel down. Put that thingy down. Why are you crying? Go on.
Because we
Tell
were.
the people today what. Hey.
I'm gonna wipe my tears.
Why you behind that? Why? Tell them why you're crying.
Okay, so today I'm crying. It's always because of my husband. Oh, guys, I pray you guys find love like this. I pray you guys.
Why are you crying? Why are you crying?
No, because you know what? Yeah.
You're crying.
We were reading.
Why are you crying?
We were reading, obviously, the pastor in Congo. What's his name again? Marcelo, I think.
Pastor Marcelo.
Marcelo. Huh?
Marcelo Tunasi, Pastor.
Anyway, there's a pastor in Congo, and he just lost his wife. His wife passed away, and you could tell that they were the best of friends.
Yeah, they're very close.
Very, very close. You could just see from like the pictures and the way he was talking about her, and even from the comments that people were saying, you could tell that they actually were friends. And he was explaining how he felt, how he feels losing his best friend. And obviously, you guys know, I don't like thinking about them kind of things. I told Ben already that we have to be together forever. And when we pass away, we've got to pass away together, because I can't imagine being on this earth without you behind the camera. And then I start crying because...
So I can't stay alive and enjoy my life?
No.
I have to die?
And you can never ever have anybody outside of me, no?
I can't?
No. If you guys dare, let me tell you right now, in fact, let me make it clear right now.
So you want me to live alone and be miserable?
I will haunt you guys. I will come in the spirit and I will come and find you guys. Yeah, just know that if anyone, what kind of demonic spirit tried to come up with me? Get away, get out, out. One winch tried to come for me. Anyway, if anything was to happen to me, God forbid, just know my husband is off limits. If you guys try, no, he will not be happy with somebody. No, Nisi would not have wanted him to have moved on. I will come and I will haunt you guys. Now, yeah, in the spirit, and I will haunt you guys every night.
How would you come in the spirit? Show us. Dude.
I'm not even joking.
You stop crying now.
I'm still crying now.
Oh. Do you remember that time in Waterloo Station when I told you that your breath stinks?
Yeah.
Nothing has changed since then. Now, we listen and we don't judge.
I can't believe you said that. Does my breath stink right now?
Bruised. Let me see. Yeah, it does. I think this is enough for a part one. This is a part one.
Okay, I'm done. I can't with you. We're back. Ben is going to be home any minute now. I just felt like it's been a long time since we've tortured Ben, and I feel like it's about time, so let's go again.
This is mad. Oh, hey, babe, stop. Take that off now. I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone, not now. I'm on the phone. Not now. Stop with all your pranks. This is one day you're gonna get a punch in the face. Stop these pranks. Take it off, man. Take it off, man. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off, bro. Man's away. Hey, take it off, man. I hate all this stuff you do, man. What's wrong with this woman, man? Manza, call me on FaceTime. Call me on FaceTime on my phone. I'll show you what she's doing. Look at this game. What's wrong with you? Why'd you do something like this?
Don't embarrass me. Oh.
Look at her. She's on the floor.
That was so funny.
I've come in through the door and she's wearing this on her face.
Oh.
What's wrong with you, bro?
Oh, I couldn't even breathe in the damn thing. Hey.
Knows everything. I don't care. I don't care. Because if I was to lose her, I wouldn't care. I remember telling her at Waterloo Station, I said, babe, your breath stinks.
If I wasn't to lose her, I wouldn't care. I love women. Babe, your breath stinks. And what are we actually meant to do with this information? This is exactly why I don't think I'm going to be getting married, because look at our market. I hope this is AI, because this is literally showing signs that he literally hates her. I don't want anyone watching this video and thinking it's normal to cheat, it's normal to be unfaithful, and it's normal to speak to your wife in that manner. Because it's really not. Like, you can genuinely be in a relationship without the cheating. It's not impossible for a guy to cheat. Do you get it? Yes, men may feel like that person's attractive. Even women, like, sometimes we go, that person's attractive, yeah. But if we know we've chosen the love of our lives, or we've chosen to be with this person, especially married, our eyes shouldn't be wandering anywhere else. Literally, like, what? And it's like, the more he kept talking, the worse it was getting. Like, I just wanted the video to end at that rate.
Why are people protecting Nissi? I don't know how to say it, yeah. Trying to say that, what he meant is that him and his wife have an understanding. But what has that understanding got to do with the general public? Okay, fine. You have an understanding between you and your wife. You can tell her that her breath stinks, whatever. That's great. You understand? You should be able to tell your wife that her breath stinks, and vice versa. But why are you telling the public? Why are you telling us? Do you understand? And I've seen other clips of him saying some mean stuff like, don't hide behind my understanding wife, bro. You're bullying the girl. Do you get it? You're being mean to the girl. I saw one video, he's telling her, your lips are dry, you got a filter, blah, blah, blah. And she never even had a filter on. Do you understand? You don't play those kind of jokes with your wife, bro. Do you get it? Coming online. Anything that's going on with your wife's pussy smells, her breath stinks. You come up with a smell prevention plan together and you keep it in-house. Why are you telling the internet, bro? We don't want to know. We don't care. Do you understand? You just seem like a bad husband. You understand? With no integrity, with no love for his wife. Don't hide behind, me and my wife have an understanding. It's not good to be an understanding wife, you know, because this is what happens. Your husband comes online and tells everyone that your breath stinks. Now I'm wondering, how bad does her breath stink? Because you said it twice. Nah, come on, man. You married men, bro. You're not giving us unmarried men any hope to get married. Actually, I'm nothing like you, actually. I'm gonna marry, and I will never come online and do that. You're mad. Do you understand? You're very mad. Man said his wife's breath stinks on the internet twice. Brother, she needs to rethink those vows, but she needs to look at you.
When a man hates you, it will rarely be overt, and this is exactly what it looks like. Client came to me and she said, Allie, I've been seeing this guy that I really like, but something happened and I can't seem to shake it. She had recently gotten her lips done and she loved how it turned out. One night they're at dinner together having an incredible time. They're both a little bit tipsy and they get onto the topic of cosmetic procedures. And he says, I hate when girls get their lips done. They end up looking like frogs. And she kind of looks at him and he says, oh, but not yours. Yours look natural. A few weeks go by and he calls her out of the blue and says, hey, I'm by your place. Do you want to hang out? When he goes to pick her up, he mentions he needs to make a return at the mall. So he swings by his house, gets the stuff. When he gets back to the car, he says, oh, I think I left my phone inside. Can you call me? He runs back inside. The car is on. Bluetooth is connected and she calls him. I kid you not. Her name pops up on the screen with the frog emoji next to it. There are 3 occasions where a man will show you exactly how he feels about you. When he is drunk, when he is angry, and when he is joking. Never ignore anything he says or does during these moments.
The way Christian men go on and on and on about cheating, you would actually think that every Christian man was a Theo James lookalike. you would actually think that every Christian man looked just like Damson Idris. You would actually genuinely think that every Christian man looked like Jacob Elordi. Every single time infidelity comes up when Christians or just religious people are talking about it, you would never ever think that Christian men walk around with childbearing hips. You would never ever think that some Christian men before the age of 26, they have hairlines completely running away from their faces. Before you ask, it is the La Roche-Posay Cleansing Foaming Oil Cleanser Lipicard. No, but do men not know that women have eyes? Do they not know that women have eyes? And it's just patriarchy that means that women will not communicate half of the things going on in our minds to them. That was rose water. No, but this is actually why I hate the patriarchy. Like, I actually freaking hate the patriarchy because women just, our existence has deeply inflated the egos of these good for nothing people, and it's so freaking frustrating. Like, you would actually never think for a second that women find men attractive. Like, you are not attractive to your wife also. Like, she doesn't find you attractive either. She also struggles to look at you. But because of love and because of humility, she literally chooses to honor her union with you every day. It's so freaking annoying. But maybe the religious girlies need to take to social media and start telling us unprovoked how much they lust after other men. Because the thing is, I know these women are lusting after other men. I know you are. I know what happens on day 14. I know what happens on day 14. I know the girlies are lusting after men, but because of the way society is, because of societal framework, these aren't things that we are capable of saying out loud. And it's so irritating. Like, every single time we talk about infidelity, it's always about how a man is finding all these different... Listen. Your wife is attracted to multiple people. Ugh. I can't say I do feel sorry for the kind of Christian women married to these men, just because I just know the kind of woman capable of marrying these ogres are likely to be the kind of women that look down on single women and look down on other women in general. So I can't say I feel sorry for them. But honestly, guys, by their words, like, you will know them. Like, stop inflating the egos of these losers. Women, please. Like, please stop inflating the egos of these losers. Look at how my skin is glowing. This is the glow you have when you are not laying down with someone's silly son that is saying things on social media that is having people literally dog you out. Oh! That'll be all. Good night.
He's so handsome. Oh, we so cute together. Chocolate. I like it. You blacker than me.
Run. Madame, run. Madame, run. Madame, what did I just say? Run. She's there giving him a compliment and you so handsome, you so chocolate, and he found a way to take it in a negative way and say you blacker than me. I hope they were joking. You know, you don't know people's relationship. That's how they joke. You never know. But from this clip that's been taken out of context, you know, I'm not trying to push any propaganda. But if it's what I'm thinking, she should run. Because what do you mean? You blacker than me? Americans as well, their language, I want to hold their mouth and slap it. Every single day, nonsense. Nonsense.